your sinners to streetwise religion. Creed's been crowned a new king. Hollywood dream teams, yesterday's trash queens. Save the blessings for the final ring. Amen! Take a ride in the wild.
Hi everyone, we are here today with Joe from EVIL Invaders. Thank you, Joe, for being here.
Welcome.
And you're welcome too. And for begin, the first questions. EVIL Invaders are right now on in the top in the all European metal scene, and we are really curious to know more about the band. So, Joe, talk about EVIL Invaders and their background.
Well, we're a speed metal 4-piece band from Belgium. Well, what do you want to know exactly? You know, we started out in like 2009 to start playing, but we only released our first EP in 2013. So from there on, I would say that's the official start for the band for me.
So, talking about the first EP, EVIL Invaders from 2013 maybe, that was a good starting point. It was your first musical appearance of the band. Can you say more about the process of making it? Have you had previous works before that you maybe didn't release? What was the process of getting to that record?
For that EP, actually, we at first we planned to release it as a full length, and we had some more songs that were also featured on the demo that we released in 2009. Yeah. But in the end, we recorded some songs, and then we were like, actually, only these 6 songs are good, and the rest is kind of shitty. So we just said, let's just release an EP. You know, back in the day, we weren't really very serious about what we were doing, and we were just having fun and partying. You know. Yeah. So the entire EP, apart from the drums, was recorded in my bedroom actually.
Oh, okay.
Straight from the guitar into the computer, and then we had some plugins that, and we mixed it a bit, and that's it.
And that's it.
Very DIY, very DIY.
The very idea came from the simple places.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but as soon as people actually heard our songs and they started going crazy about it, we're like, holy shit! People
this is happening.
actually like what we're doing. So.
Yeah. Cool.
And we took things a bit more serious after that, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of it, Pulses of Pleasure defined you as thrash metal band. In all the way. Do you take inspiration from the Teutonic thrash metal band like Destruction or Creator, or more like the classical thrash metal from the Bay Area?
I would say, for me personally, I've always been a big Bay Area thrash metal fan, like Exodus, Forbidden, all these kind of bands, you know, Violence, these guys. That's the shit for me.
Brag.
Like, I never really had, I mean, of course I love Destruction and stuff, but I always had more like a link with the American thrash. There are a lot of other influences I have too, like apart from thrash, of course. So, like heavy metal, all the classics basically, like Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden. You know, you can hear that too in the songwriting. So. Yeah. King Diamond, stuff like that. Yeah. Merciful Fate.
Merciful Fate. You band.
After Pulses of Pleasure, in 2016, the EP In For The Kill was released. And how did the return to the old school kind of thrash metal come about? Because this sounds like it's a return to the roots, so to speak. Was it a conscious choice, or did it simply happen?
Oh, we never really think about what we're gonna write. You know, we just write, and if it's cool, it's cool, and we record it. If it sucks, then we don't record it. You know.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
We don't really have a certain plan in which we're heading. It just happens as we write. You know. So, and I always think like the more variety there is in the music, like the better it is. You know. Yeah, I always want to have like fast, slow parts. You know. So there's it keeps you interested, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Feed Me Violence came out in 2017, and it's a ferocious and aggressive album in EVIL Invader styles. Your lyrics are inspired by something or someone in particular?
Oh, the lyrics of most of the time we get inspiration out of our daily lives, you know, and frustrations that build up. So, like, for example, The Anger Within, that song actually was titled, no, the lyrics were different when we were hitting the studio, but we had like a lot of shit with the guys from the studio where we recorded, and they fucked up our recordings. They did some really bad edits on the drums, and in the end we had to redo almost everything. So you can hear the frustration in that song. It's really like
there are many bands who have frustration songs like that.
Just threw away the old lyrics and just started writing like, fuck this shit, you know. I'm gotta deal with this because else I'm gonna explode on the inside, you know. I needed to scream it out. So
yeah.
The rest, I mean, every song, I mean, Max also wrote lyrics on that song, our other guitar player, which are very personal to him as well. So it's always like, I like to keep our lyrics open for interpretation.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people can relate to certain things we say because everybody deals with shitheads in their life.
Yeah, of course,
Definitely.
of course.
Yeah. So, you did a live album, Surge of Insanity, which is a result of, you could say, retrospective work in which the band shows their technical skills. Speaking of retrospective, this is some kind of deviation question. If you could be a band from the past, who would you like to be?
That's a difficult question for different reasons, you know. I mean, I could go for the financial reason.
Yeah.
And then I would choose, like, I don't know, Iron Maiden or something.
Yeah.
I would speak from the heart. It would be one of the three bands for me would be like Motorhead, Crimson Glory, or Exodus.
Yeah.
Probably I'd stick with Exodus. Or
choice.
Motorhead.
Yeah. It's hard.
It's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
Motorhead was great. So, as for mentioned, you have an amazing formation. And do you have rivals in Europe in the thrash metal scene?
Rivals, you mean?
Yeah, there are a lot of bands coming out right now.
I really don't see music as like a competition, you know.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say rivals. I would say companions or
Companions.
like-minded people or whatever. The thing is, like, when I listen to a lot of modern thrash metal, unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of the modern thrash metal scene because they all sound the same to me. A lot of the new bands just want to be Slayer, you know.
Yes.
And
Everyone wants to be Slayer.
yeah, and I just think it's a shame because if you listen to the bands back in the day, like Overkill or Exodus or Destruction, Creator, they all had their own sound. Their singers sounded totally different.
Yeah.
If you compare that with the modern scene, it's hard to pick out some singers where you're like, whoa, this guy's got something different going on, you know. Or with guitar players as well, it just sounds like the solos are either super technical and melodic or just shredding all the way, you know. And I miss some rock and roll in modern day music, like
That's right.
Yes.
like the feeling, you know, the
Yes.
emotion that should be
Yeah.
there. If you listen to something Bonded by Blood, it's packed with emotion, you know. If you listen to Master of Puppets, there's a lot of anger there,
Of
and
course.
it's not as in your face as today's thrash metal, but it still catches you more, you know.
Yes.
Gives you the goosebumps, you know, like whack.
Yeah.
And I miss that with most of the modern bands.
Mm.
Don't touch me, you know, and it's a shame because soon there will be nothing left for me to go see live.
Yes. 10
Yeah,
years ago, 10 years ago,
talked to
there were really good band, thrash metal band. They disappeared, like Gamma Bomb or EVIL. They just went down, and nobody heard them anymore.
Yeah, and we talked to Craig from Forbidden, and he said the same things. You know, it's all about the songwriting for him.
Yeah.
It goes from low to high, from loud to quiet, and yeah, nowadays, as you said, all across the board, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Full blast all the time. Yeah.
Full blast all the time. Okay, Evil
I'm not saying
Invaders.
I'm doing it any better, you know. I'm not saying that I'm doing it better, but I just want to say, like, the old guys just seem to hit the strings right, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Evil Invaders have been touring around quite a bit. If you had the chance to choose someone from the metal scene that you would like to tour with, who would it be?
Still alive, you mean?
Maybe.
Else I would say Motorhead, but
Yeah.
from today, I'd love to go on tour with Destruction again. They were great. Like when we did the tour with them in 2014, had a blast. Probably one of the coolest tours we ever did. It really depends, you know. I would say Iron Maiden, because the exposure we would get, and you can see Iron Maiden for free every night. It's not a bad thing.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
Exodus would be great.
Yeah. So speaking about live, live. Yeah, there is a moment in your during your gigs or your live career that you remember most, and you want to share with us, like funny moment or a really emotional moment.
Yeah, I got a few.
Let's hear it.
Like we were playing this show in Denmark one day, and yeah, we were down to the last song in the set, Victim of Sacrifice, and I was like going crazy on stage as well, and I saw the mosh pit going on in the crowd, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna join them, you know. So I just jumped in and I started moshing with my guitar, and it was fucking cool, you know. So I go back on stage, finish the song, and then after the show I go to the merchandise to sell the t-shirts and shit, and the promoter from the venue just comes to me like, dude, you gotta come now because that guy you body slammed in the pit, you broke his skull. I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude. So I just went down and I see this guy with next to the ambulance with like a bandage around his head, like,
oh my god,
blood all over. I'm like, holy fucking shit, I might have killed this guy, you know. I didn't realize it happened, you know. Apparently I hit him with my back and he slammed his head against the pole.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So in the end I didn't break his skull, he just had a concussion and a cut on his head.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. But
Yes.
I just went to the emergency room that night.
Yeah.
Like we signed a symbol for him and like gave him a pack of merch.
Yes,
like, dude, don't sue me, you know.
Yeah. That
But
got your pulse racing. Yeah. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
There was another time when we were in Brazil where I would, like, at the end of the show, I'd jump into the crowd, and actually it was different. Sorry, we were playing the show, and we had the shittiest backline ever. Like the amps and stuff. Like we were playing, suddenly Max's amp started smoking and just like went dead. Oh. In the meantime, I broke a guitar string, so it was just down to the drum and the bass, and then the cymbals of the drum just went like they fell. So Senna was just like, fuck this shit, and he threw his drum all over the place, and I just like, fuck. I wanted to scream in the mic, and then the mic cable broke. So it was like, in the end, it was just like bass left, and I was like, fuck this shit.
Okay.
Cut 2 songs because we had to cut 2 songs, and I was like, shit. So I just jumped into the crowd, and this guy, they're just like holding me, and they pull me down to the floor, and they're on top of me, and they're like, play more! Play more! Like, and I'm like, I can't play more, dude. That thing's fucked. You know? That was amazing. That was really cool. I could see like they were all like, losing their minds. You know,
triggered.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Very cool. So every time you jump into the crowd, something happens. Okay.
Don't put that often, just at the moments where I feel like it. You know,
it's the peak, and then
it goes wrong.
Okay, maybe just some kind of advertisement for yourself. What makes Evil Invaders such a cutting-edge reality in the metal scene today? So why should people go listen to this band?
Because of the energy we have, that we expose live, that we trigger into people. And I just think you have to witness a show to realize that it's fucking cool, you know.
Okay.
No, our music is like a mixture between like thrash metal, speed metal, heavy metal, but also some progressive stuff in there. Try to have a lot of variation in our songs. I'm still like experimenting with my voice every day to find new techniques, trying different kinds of singing. Yeah. So we're always like evolving as a band. So even if you didn't like our first stuff, maybe you'll like what we're gonna do in the future, you know.
Yeah.
Just keep on checking it out.
Absolutely.
Speaking about the present, how and bad things, of course, about all this COVID-19 situation, how it is influenced your career. I mean, you're working or something, or you did this, or this situation just stopped you?
No, we're full on writing new songs and working on the new record. So we actually had a show last weekend for a live stream for the what it was called, the United European Festival Force or something.
We will get there.
Yeah. All right. It's gonna be broadcasted somewhere in August, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
6, 7, and 8.
Yeah. All right. No, you know better than me.
Someone will tell you when to go on stage, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing a lot of stuff at the time. So.
Just some kind of fun question. If you had the chance to organize such a festival, which bands from the present and maybe the past how would it look like? Which bands would you choose to play together?
Oh. Well, all the great ones, of course.
All the great ones.
Like I would have Dio playing.
Oh yeah.
Black Sabbath with Ozzy when they're young.
Yeah.
Motorhead, Judas Priest, Crimson Glory, Merciful Fate, and us, of course.
The headliner is Evil Invaders.
If I would organize a festival, it would be pretty messed up. I'm really bad at organizing shit.
Maybe it would be cool just because of that. Who knows?
Yeah.
Crazy things happen.
Free beer for everybody.
Yes. Okay, then it's rolling.
A lot of people will be there for the beer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I read on the web that many fans of you called Evil Invaders like the new Motorhead or the new Overkill for your energy on stage and your music. What do you think about it?
That's a big compliment, and I like it. But, I mean, what can I say? You know, I love Overkill, I love Motorhead. It's great, and of course you can hear our influences there. But I think we still sound like different than any other band, I think, in this genre. So it's hard to say like you guys sound exactly like that band, or we have a lot of stuff that we get a lot of influences from everywhere. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we just talked about it. The European Metal Alliance. You will play there. Do you have any information? What will it be like? Can you say more about it?
Very chaotic.
Yes.
No, actually, we had this show last Saturday, and the video footage has already been sent to Norway, I think, where it's going to be assembled with the rest. But like, for example, during the second song, I already smashed the headstock of my guitar. You see the white one over there?
Yeah.
Just fixed it today, but like.
Okay.
You see, like, I don't know if you see it on the camera, but there's a huge crack here.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
my God.
that's where it broke. So the entire show is like this. But thanks to the locking nut, my strings go out of tune.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But yeah, apart from that, it was a cool show. Pretty weird to play for such few amount of people, but
Yeah.
Of course.
But I think it will be seen by a lot of people
yeah,
because
so too.
we're speaking about all the most European festivals joining in one
Yeah.
streaming festival.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking about the European metal scene, there are some bands that right now you appreciated most
In Europe,
in Europe, worldwide.
worldwide, I think the latest band I discovered that really got me was Idle Hands from America. Yeah, it's like it's weird. It's like it's heavy metal style, but it has some gothic influences too, and also it has an 80s vibe around it. I can't really describe it, and that's why I like it. It's like something new that I didn't hear before. You know, they combine a lot of shit.
Yes.
Check them out. Really cool.
Definitely.
Of
Good
course.
songwriting as well. Catchy
Yeah.
stuff. I like it.
Okay. Anyone else?
Cool. I always stick to the old bands. Because
Yes. All the bands who like try to put some 80s energy in there.
not only, you know, but
Not only, yeah.
yeah. I just tend to listen more to the classic rock, and I'm not really up to date with the modern scene.
Yeah.
Most
Okay.
of it, when I check it out, I'm kind of disappointed.
So you
I
stick to
agree.
the old stuff. Okay.
Wait for new bands that I love, you know, but it's tough.
Yeah, we get you. So you said that you have some future plans. You're actually songwriting at the moment. Are there any other future plans that you guys have?
Many,
Many.
but I'm not gonna tell you.
You're keeping it a secret.
I got some really cool ideas for the next record, so we're gonna mainly focus on that.
Oh.
We got like a tour, the second wing of our tour that we had to partially cancel last March. Is gonna be with Angelus Apatrida and Schizophrenia in February. So we're gonna continue to tour then, hopefully. If everything's back to normal by then.
Yeah.
We really hope so.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, for people that want to know more about Evil Invaders,
Mhm.
which album or songs would you recommend?
Oh, I'd say check out Beat Me Violent. Oh, actually, if you don't know the band, you should check out our live record.
Library.
Got a DVD with it, so you can see it
Ah!
well. Surge of Insanity.
Okay.
That actually it's got like a mix of all the records.
Yeah.
If there's nothing there you like, then sorry guys.
This is not your place to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, do you have a message for your fans watching, or just everyone who's watching right now?
Well, thanks for supporting, for the ones that already know us. And if you don't know us, check us out, because you might like it.
Okay, so thanks Joe for being here and
Nice.
share your being with us, and we hope to see you soon in a live and maybe made a real interview without
Yeah.
Skype. That would be better,
Yes.
of course. So thank you so much for your time and good
Thank
luck for the record.
Thank you guys for the exposure. Cheers.
Okay, bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye, Joe.